In the news this week, a study finds that married parents are 3 times more likely to be together when their child reaches 14 than unmarried parents. Stonewall's chairman says it will soon be normal for men to breastfeed. And a couple who refused to abort their daughter give thanks for her successful surgery. Hello. A new study has found that married parents are 3 times more likely to be together than unmarried parents when their child turns 14. A report by the Marriage Foundation analysed data following first-time parents of over 4,000 children born between 2000 and 2002 across a period of 14 years. Of those parents, 60% of unmarried couples separated before their child turned 14, in contrast to only 21% of those who married before their child was born. Almost half of 14-year-olds no longer lived with their natural parents, but for those whose parents were still together, 84% were married. The report's author, Harry Benson, said his findings show the simple truth that marriage matters. Marriage provides relationship clarity and encourages good things like sacrifice and forgiveness, which are so important when children are involved. This report, yet again, challenges the government and all politicians who say they are concerned with the impact of family breakdown as to why they are not doing more to support marriage. Stonewall's chairman says it will soon be normal for men to breastfeed. In an interview with Sky News' Beth Rigby, Ian Anderson argued that a picture of a man claiming to breastfeed his child shows that gender is much more fluid than biological reality.
Now, Ian, things are changing around gender.
Yes.
That sort of image, is that something that you think we should get used to seeing, even if it makes some people uncomfortable, that this is kind of the future where it's much more fluid?
It is much more fluid. I mean, I remember, you probably do, and other viewers do as well, when I think the first Member of Parliament was breastfeeding in Parliament. And there was sort of shock and, oh my goodness, and lots of tabloid headlines at the time.
But
I mean, it was quite a moment. And for many people, that picture is quite a moment too.
Members of the public criticised the Stonewall chairman for his disgusting comparison to Helen Hayman, the first MP to breastfeed in Parliament. While trans activists claim men can breastfeed just like women, men cannot naturally lactate and can only imitate the effect. When Anderson was also shown a picture of Will Thomas taking first place in a women's swimming competition, he refused to acknowledge it was a problem for the women who came second and third. Instead, he merely acknowledged, "We're working our way through on this." Sir Keir Starmer has publicly acknowledged that a woman is an adult female. He had previously claimed that 99.9% of women do not have a penis, and that Labour MP Rosie Duffield was not right to say only women have a cervix. Following the party's National Policy Forum, he told BBC Radio 5 Live that UK Labour has agreed to make it easier to change legal sex, but doesn't think self-identification is the right way forward. Instead, Labour plan to weaken current protections by only requiring 1 doctor to diagnose an applicant rather than 2. But the Labour leader accepted the principle of safe spaces is very important for women.
We've always said, and continue to say, and Sunday when we completed our policy forum allowed us to be clear, that there should be safe spaces for women, particularly in relation to violence against women and girls. And when I was Director of Public Prosecution, spent a lot of time dealing with cases of violence against women and girls, and therefore feel very strongly about these safe spaces for women.
And finally, a Roman Catholic couple who refused to abort their daughter when she was diagnosed with a rare condition have given thanks to God following successful surgery. Nicole and Mike were told at a 13-week scan that baby Bella had an encephalocele, where brain tissue forms outside the skull. Although the doctor told them to abort her or watch her die, Mike said they chose to fight for Bella because at the end of the day, that's a parent's job. Nicole gave birth to Bella at 35 weeks, and doctors are monitoring her progress after successfully removing the encephalocele. Following the operation, the couple thanked everyone who prayed so hard for a little girl. God heard the prayers. Well, that's all for this week. For regular updates and information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.